Hey gang, I was just sharing with some folks in the UC Near Me group, which by the way, shout out to UC Near Me if you're an upper cervical chiropractor. They're doing a lot of amazing work. But we were just chatting, some people were asking about what stats people track and what the conversion rates were for their online leads. So this conversation is for small business owners more than anything. It applies to chiropractors. We were talking about it in the UC Near Me group as upper cervical chiropractors, but this really applies to any chiropractor or any business owner, and that is there's this idea of having a company scorecard. And the idea is, let's say you were on an island and you wanted to know if your business was doing well. How would you know, right? If you had a sheet of paper with just some numbers on it, what numbers would you need to know in order to ascertain whether or not your business was doing well? And a lot of people might mistakenly say total collections. If I make $1 million, then my business is doing well. But that's not really true, because you could have an overhead of $2 million. So now you lost $1 million, right? Or you could say $1 million a week, and it's like, yeah, that's great. But what if you made $10 million the week before, and then 8, and then 7, and now you're down to 1? There's a problem, right? So you have to really think about these numbers. They're not as straightforward as you would think. So I'm just going to give you a couple of the numbers that we use. And if you'd like help determining what are the best numbers for you and your business, let me know. But here are a couple numbers that are on the front end of our business that we find matter a lot. So the first number is not new patients in the door, right? That's what everybody thinks. How many new patients, or how many new clients, I should say. And it doesn't start with when the client calls, or I shouldn't say calls, but when they walk in the door. It starts when they first schedule an appointment. And so in the marketing world, they call that a lead. So they may not be in your door yet. You may not have an actual thorough consultation with them yet, but they have contacted your business to say, I'd like to talk to you about the possibility of doing business with you. That's called a lead. In the chiropractic world, that's usually people who schedule new patient appointments. Not that they showed up, they just scheduled. So how many of those are being generated on a weekly basis? That's a good thing to track on a weekly basis. And that's one of the numbers that we do. I'll give you 2 more numbers. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, hit me up. These are the things that we go over at the annual strategic planning weekend in Pigeon Forge every year. And so if you want to join us there, let me know. But 2 more numbers. The next number is, of those leads, of those people that said they want to meet with you and talk to you, how many of them actually show up for the conversation, right? For the Zoom call, for the in-person meeting, for the lunch date, for that new patient consultation. How many are actually following through and showing up and sitting down with you? That would be the next number to track. The percentage, right? It's a percent. And then the last thing would be, of those people that actually connect with you in your business, of the ones that you actually feel that you can help, how many of them actually sign on to being helped by you? That's the final step in that front end of your business. So there's 3 things on the front end there every week that should be looked at. It's the total new client or new lead acquisition, the percent that actually make it to the finish line of the sales process, meaning they show up and they talk to you, and then the percentage that actually engage with you for your professional services. Now, there are about 5 to 7 others that matter a lot, and there's actually stats that will help you to generate leads in the online advertising world. But I just wanted to plant that seed. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these videos a lot more this year in 2025. But those are the things you got to start thinking about if you're ever going to move from, running your own business where you're running your own job. You're not really running your own business. If you're going to go from running your own job to actually running your own business, you have to start looking at these things. Most of us don't like doing it, but it's absolutely necessary. And if that's you and you need some help, let me know. Otherwise, hope you're having a great start to your 2025. See you.